Hey guys, so today we are going to be starting a new video series. This is going to be a beginner's guide to Dragon Ball Legends. As we are approaching the 7th anniversary, there's a lot of stuff we need to discuss. This is going to be a lot of new players joining the game, and I do have my guinea pig here with me. Toon Rami is going to essentially have his account. It's not a brand new account, but it is a relatively, I don't know, starter account level, so...
Yeah, basically, yeah. I like the game from a distance. I've never known how to play. I just spend money blindly on the game, but I have no clue what I'm doing. So it's about time I learn how to play. Who better than to ask Goresh?
Yeah, so this is not going to be like, oh, we just started the account today. We have at least some resources available to us, but this is going to be a video series where we spend a lot of time, in-depth explanations about certain aspects of the game that I think are worth talking about. So for this first video, right, we're jumping in immediately here. I think the best way to do this is we start off by talking about how to build a team and what you should be looking for when starting an account. But typically what happens when you start an account in this game is you want to be looking for some characters that work well together to be able to build a team with those characters. So I think it's important just to quickly explain what re-rolling is. You really don't want to be re-rolling an account that you've spent time on. So right now, as we head into the 7th anniversary, the main team that everybody is running, that everybody hates to fight against, that is the strongest team, is the Daima team. Luckily for us, if we head over to the summon screen, if you go open the menu and go to the bottom, we do have some Daima banners live. There is the Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner, which is up for the next 12 days. And then there is also the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta banner. Both characters are very, very good. And also both characters have other Daima characters on their banners that will be very good to have all together on the same team. If you go over to your team menu, just to show what Daima characters you already have, this is what's going to dictate which characters we need to go for. So if you can filter by Daima, if you just go into the character tag and then scroll all the way down, it should be on the left on the top. Yeah, you see what it says Daima right there? Okay. Yeah, all caps, yeah. So yeah, just click OK. And then this will allow us to see all the Daima characters you currently have. So you actually do already have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and you have Majin Buu. Those are the two main characters on the Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner. You also have Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, but you do not have Tamagami number 3 or the Majin Buu. So we're going to try and go for those characters, and then also notice how you have just 2 stars on the green Daima Goku. So we'll explain how like characters work and all that kind of stuff in a separate video, but just know that this is really what you want to look for when you're building a new team and a new account. When you're re-rolling your account, is you want to have characters that are going to work well with each other. And the Daima team is a really, really good team right now to go for when you're starting a new account. Good thing Toon has been saving his CC so that we can...
Totally free to play, by the way.
We can use some of the CC here. So I think what we should do, scroll down to the Vegeta banner, because you already have the main characters from the Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner. There's no need for us to go like tons and tons of CC into that banner.
Okay.
So if you go and click on the Z Power list, the button that says Z Power list on the left side of the actual banner image.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
On the top where it says Z Power list, it'll show you all the different characters that are available on this banner. So the main character at the top is Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, which we're going to try and get more copies of if we need to, but we don't. It's not super important because we already have him. The red Super Saiyan Daima Goku is pretty solid still, so it'd be nice to just grab him. Super 17 is actually still pretty decent. The Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta's okay. Sword of Hope Trunks is pretty good. Majin Vegeta at the bottom, that's a transforming base Vegeta into Majin Vegeta. He is not too good, but he could be a good bench character. Again, you guys probably are not understanding what I'm talking about, but we'll jump into discussions of all those concepts and topics later on. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, really good bench character. That's it. Majin Buu, you can see his pull rate there is 1%. 1%. And then Tamagami number 3 is at 0.5%. And that 1200 there means that's how much Z power of the character you actually will get when you pull them on the banner, which the maximum amount of Z power you can have for a character is 9,999, and the star system goes from 1 star to 14 stars. You'll see that for characters, they'll have red stars. What that means is when you have 7 stars on a character, it'll just start overlapping those stars with red stars as you get more on those characters, and that just increases stats and Z ability and all those things, which again we will talk about later. We'll go ahead and start jumping in here, and we'll see if we get lucky again. It's all luck. It's no like manipulation of anything. The animations when you summon do typically determine how well the pulls are going to be. Green skies is not what you want to typically see. 3 pods is not typically what you want to see. Yeah, you can just go. Most likely nothing here. So we'll probably not get much here. On these Legends limited banners. Oh, we got a fake out. Let's see. Careful, yeah, not
How
great.
perfect would it have been if we just opened with it?
That would actually be bad because then people would assume that it's so easy to pull characters.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, that's true.
Okay, so you see how that EX Vegeta just gained, like the bar went across the screen? This is the star system in this game. So you get Z power for summoning for characters. You actually just maxed out this EX Vegeta. This Super Vegeta now has 14 stars. Again, it does show only 7 stars, but the stars being red mean that it is 2 layers of 7 stars up there. So he has 14 stars. Okay, so one thing I just want to quickly show is, notice how you just get you got a one of those coins where it says freebie. You got one of these coins.
Yeah. This
is a system that is available only on Legends limited step up banners. So when it comes to choosing which banners you want to summon on, just know that you get extra value for summoning on these Legends limited banners for getting these coins, and then there's also extra steps. That's why they call it step ups, that give you different perks for summoning on each step. So we'll go ahead and look at the summon coin rewards later, but you get extra stuff for summoning on these banners. So yeah, we'll keep going here. So we're on now. I think this is going to be step 4 or step 3? I think it's step 3. Step 3 of 5.
No, this is step 2. This is the second. This is our second summon.
Yeah, but you started on step 2, I think.
Oh, I did. Oh.
Yeah, so this is step 3. Yeah, because whenever you go through a rotation on these banners, oh, he went. Okay, looking pretty solid. When you start a rotation on these banners and go through it once, after the first rotation that you go through, you don't start at step 1. Oh, you got blue Vegeta and blue Goku. This is a guaranteed new character. This actually could be Majin Buu right here.
Oh,
this is a very rare animation. I don't remember the last time I had this animation.
Okay.
This is a
beginner's
very
luck,
rare
baby.
animation. Yeah. This is okay. People are gonna hate you.
Oh.
In the comments. Get ready for that.
Really? Oh, for that?
Okay. Not really great. Getting a lot of sparkings. Oh, is this Vegeta? Oh, it's the wrong Vegeta, but I think it'd still be good as a bench character.
Oh my god. What?
Yeah,
Oh my
there
God.
he is.
Okay, well, that was easy.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Nice. So I think what we should do actually is it probably makes the most sense to finish the rotation.
Okay.
So notice how we're on step 4 of 6. Once you get to step 6, you get a free multi that costs no CC, no chrono crystals.
Oh, I like free.
So
I'll tell you what, man. Being a Dokkan player, these animations never get old for me. Like it's so exciting watching each of these, even the basic ones.
It's funny that you say that because I'm really hoping that new summon animations happen for the anniversary. They have not given us like a new good like quality summon animation in, I think it's been 5 years.
Really?
Since the 2nd anniversary, yeah. It's been a long. It's been crazy long. It's about time that they give us new ones.
Okay, this looks like a giant snooze summon right here.
Yeah, this is nothing. I mean, if you want to skip it, you can.
Okay, we'll skip it. Oh,
yeah. You got
Vados.
EX of Vados. Okay.
All right, so this is the one before the freebie. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me one more.
So
Give me one more Majin Skinny. Oh my god.
This is a good. Yeah, blue skies is what you're looking for. Blue skies. You got blue Goku as well. Blue Goku means you're getting at least 2 sparkings. Is what that means. Blue skies, typically gold tech means you're getting a guaranteed sparking. Blue skies almost always means you're getting a Legends limited character. Not always, but usually that's what it means. So this is looking pretty promising here. Could be another copy of Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Could be any of the other Legends limited characters on here. Super 17 would be interesting to get. We'll see. Not that, okay. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, it is Super 17. He's solid, yeah. Nice.
Oh, we got another fake out.
Oh,
What the hell?
wow. Wow, this is a terrible first this is a terrible first installment in this beginner's guide. People are gonna watch this and be like, oh, it's so easy to pull characters. Like, no, not really.
What does it mean when? Well, do you know what all the different animations mean? Like the ones where Goku loses or Goku frees a kind of tie.
It's usually like combinations of animations. It's usually never like just one thing means something.
Oh, okay, so this one doesn't mean anything explicitly.
You got to fake out. Okay. I mean, usually it's when you get animation this bad, it means you're not getting anything unless you get a fake out. Like you can get the new character off of this, but it would have to be a fake out. You know what we could do? We could do the step 2 just to get another coin, and that will give us access to 2 tickets. I think is probably what we should do, because it's 500 CC for step 2. If you go
Whatever
back.
you want to do, coach. I'm down with whatever.
Yeah, I think it's worth doing one more.
Okay.
Getting one more coin, and then we'll stop here. So you have 10 summon coins. Each summon ticket costs 5. If you want to buy a bundle of 3, it costs 14. They just want to make it a bit more enticing. But there's Legends Limited Z power in here. That's what I would recommend people buy with their summon coins. If you're going to be accumulating up to 15, it's probably more worth it for more people to buy that than it is to buy the tickets, because the tickets are just a gamble. And then if you scroll up to the top, there is actually pity. It is 50 summon coins for 600 Z power of the new characters. Definitely probably not worth doing that. I think it's more worth just getting the guaranteed Z power at the bottom for characters that are, that you have. Or you can get the summon coins. We're gonna go for the summon tickets. We're gonna go for the summon tickets here. You're gonna buy 2 of those. It is a 5% chance to pull the new character from the summon tickets, the main character. If you go over to the ticket tab on the top, it's easier to do it that way.
Oh, I never even knew that it was there. Okay.
Yeah. And then you scroll down, there should be a banner for
here.
Yep, here we go. So here are our 2 tickets we just purchased. Yeah. Okay, this is also probably nothing. Okay, that's fine.
Skip.
If you want, yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, also not very good. Okay, so we have our Majin Ku. Now, before we're able to put him on the team or use him, we're gonna want to train him up. If you go to the menu, go to the training on the top left. This is not going to be something that every player has access to right away, but this is the area where when you pull a new character, or when you obtain a new event exclusive character or something like that, you need to get them to level 5,000. That is the current max level. You technically can use them before level 5,000, but it makes a huge difference if the character is max level, and there's really no reason to use them outside of being max level. You guys might not have access to the gold bells or the silver bell training items. These are the best training items in the game. If you scroll down, there's other training items that you probably will have access to. We have the fish items here, which you can get every day. We have other things like the pizza items, and then below the pizza items, it starts getting a little bit lower, like the gravity chambers. A lot of these items are just like outdated at this point, like the weights and all the milk items. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and use the gold bells here, because they typically give those out in abundance, and there's no reason to hoard those or anything. So yeah, it looks like all your characters are level 1. So I can tell that you've spent a lot of time using these guys.
Totally.
So we're gonna go ahead and click the Majin Ku. We're gonna train him up. You can see that it tells you the level that it's gonna get him to, from level 1 to 3016. So it's gonna take a few training sessions to get him all the way max level. So we're gonna click begin training at the bottom.
There's no training mode where you can just automatically max them out.
I mean, so you see how there's a haste button right there?
Yeah.
So there's a resource called rocket boosters, which you can use to do this. I mean, it's probably fine to do it. Otherwise, it would take 3 minutes of waiting for the training to go through. I mean, you could just boost him. You just click yes.
Okay.
Those items are not that tough to get. You don't really need to hoard them. You can just tap the screen to pass this, yeah. And then we just do this again. And that is, I think you gotta do it one more time after this. Yeah, so do that again. There are certain campaign, like during the anniversary, if you guys are playing during the anniversary, there's probably going to be like a double experience campaign, so you only have to do this twice, most likely. I mean,
actually, wait, yeah, we can put them in and then have them do their thing while we're doing other stuff.
Okay, hold on. You see where it says Soul Boost?
Yeah.
So I will just preface the section by saying they are removing this system next week. So we're recording this video on May 9th. This system will no longer be in the game on May 14th. So if this video goes up after May 14th, just know that this is no longer in the game. But
maybe we should have talked about that.
Yeah. If you click on Soul Boost, this system is just very tedious and pointless. Like this is just a relic of the
oh my god, what the
original game. So there's actually 7 of these soul boards at the top of the screen. You see there's like 7 different sections.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I think the original intent of this system was for you not to really have all of the soul boosting maxed out for every character. It was for you to like choose how you want the character to be built, but it eventually just became a thing where everybody just maxed every character out because they made souls really easy to get. So on the bottom right, there's an unlock all button, and that will just fill everything in instantly, but it'll use souls. So these are some of the resources that you can acquire from just playing the game. Usually when you're just soul boosting characters, it doesn't really take a ton of resources. So if you just click soul boost, it'll fill everything in for you. This is definitely a requirement before you start using a character. Look how much stats we got from this.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, that's usually what you want to do for these characters. So click, just tap on the screen.
So
there's also missions associated with the soul boost. This is really, really important for people who are watching this before the update. They are removing the soul boost system. Those missions, I would just open the mission tab if you know what that is. They are removing these missions next week, which give you CC. So for my homework for Toon here is going to be soul boost as many characters as possible before the May 14th update to get as many of those missions done as possible, because those are going away. They're removing those missions.
I saw that it said use CC to replace insufficient funds. Is it worth doing that, even if you're going to be getting CC back with other stuff?
You never want to do that. You never want to.
Okay.
Yep. If you scroll down, there are soul events. Over the weekend, they have double soul drops. It's for the Legends Weekend event. So what I would recommend, if you don't have enough souls to soul boost your characters, just do a few runs through the corresponding colors of the souls that you need, and it's worth doing that just for to complete the missions.
Okay. So it's better to do this on the weekends.
Yes. Okay. Always do these on the weekends, and then the same thing goes for the Zenny mission. There's a Zenny stage up the
gold
Zenny.
This one. Yeah.
That's also I run this religiously every weekend. It is probably the most important event in the game, literally. All right, so now we have leveled up our character. We have soul boosted our character. So now if we go over to the team screen, we can start building our team here.
I can't afford to lose. Everyone's
so we're going to want to build a new team. You can just click on party formation. And if you just the party above, I would just double click each of your characters to just remove them. Yeah, you can't remove all of them. You can only remove all except for one of them. So just click on UI Goku once, and then click on Majin Ku, and it'll replace him. Okay, so we're gonna start building our Daima team. So put up Super Saiyan 4 Goku, put up Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and so notice how. Well, hold on. Notice how. I guess I should explain how a team works first. So notice how the slot on the top left says leader. It says leader there. The way that team building works in this game is you have 6 slots for characters. If you inspect, just go into Super Saiyan 4 Goku real quick. If you long click on him, and then you click on the bottom where it says show details, and then you want to go to the right where it says ability. When you are team building, one of the most important things you want to look for is the Z ability of each character. So you see where it says Z ability.
Yeah, right here, Z ability too.
Yeah, so click on that. And then this will tell you what the character is bringing to the table for the team. So this character is giving 26% to tag Daima, Sun Family, or Saiyan strike attack and defense. So what does that mean? So that means all characters who have the tags Daima, Sun Family, or Saiyans on the team are getting 26% strike attack and defense. So what does that mean? If you go on the left on the top where it says status, and you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it'll show you the tags of the character. So character tag, this character is on Saiyan, Sun Family, Super Saiyan 4, and Daima. Obviously, he's giving the buffs to himself. And if you scroll up a little bit, this character's still level 1, so I mean, these stats aren't really impressive, but these are the different stats that exist in the game. We have health, strike attack, blast attack, strike defense, blast defense, critical, key restore speed, and equipment slots is not really a stat. Every character is going to have 3 equipment slots. Actually, the way it's dictated is by soul boosting. If you don't soul boost a character, they're only going to have 1 equipment slot, but I assume that because they're getting rid of the system, we actually don't know how that's going to work yet. But they mentioned that they are going to be getting rid of the soul boosting system, so I assume every single character is going to start with 3 slots. Every single one of these characters is on one of the tags that the Super Saiyan 4 Goku is buffing with the Z ability, so all of those characters will be getting the buffs from those Z abilities, from that Z ability.
Oh,
the
so
one exception,
each of them are essentially like a leader skill to an extent.
Yes, yeah. If you're thinking about this from the terms of Dokkan, if you guys have played Dokkan, it's basically like every character has a leader skill that affects the team. Yeah.
Oh, that's so weird. Okay.
Yeah. So the one exception is where it says leader slot. See where Majin Ku is, where it says the orange bubble, where it says leader slot. That is like a wild card slot. If you do not have the tags that Super Saiyan 4 Goku is buffing with the Z ability, you will still receive the Z ability in the leader slot. If you put like the yellow metal cooler in the top left, replace Majin Ku with metal cooler will be getting the Z ability from every single one of the characters on the team because he's in the leader slot.
Okay.
And he will be giving his Z ability to the entire team from being in the leader slot.
What is his?
His is Lineage of Evil, Regen, or Movies. So yeah, none of the other characters on this team have any of those tags, which means they normally wouldn't be getting the benefit from the Z ability, but because he's in the leader slot, he will be giving those benefits. Now the catch is, in order for that to be activated, you have to actually use this character in the fight. If you don't use the character in the fight, that wild card effect won't be active.
Okay.
So
that's interesting.
There are certain effects that are specific to Daima allies. Things like that are not going to affect characters in the leader slot. So you see where it says 20% of damage inflicted by allied tag Daima on the bottom. So obviously Metal Cooler would not have the Daima tag. So even though he's in the leader slot, he still wouldn't be getting that buff.
Okay. There's
so that's
so
just
much here. Oh my god.
Yeah. So this is actually something that they just changed as well. So just keep a mental note of all these abilities here. This is one unique ability, and if you scroll down, there's a second one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so there's a lot here, obviously, right?
This is overwhelming, honestly.
Yeah. So this is something they just changed starting this month, or starting last month in April. If you X out of this and then go click Z power and then long hold on Kid Goku, and then if you open up his details and then look at his unique abilities, you'll notice a big difference. Scroll down a little bit. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's so much nicer.
Yeah. So yeah, and then do the one below this. It's much more organized.
Yeah, this is
way
better.
It's still a lot, but it's easier to understand this.
Yeah.
So this is basically the same thing that Dokkan did with their bullet point formats. It's basically the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously still a lot here.
Yeah, there's a lot to keep track of.
What I would do here is if you go into the party formation, I would just move Majin Ku back up into the leader slot. Just double click on Cooler to get him out of there. So the point of me explaining how that works is we have Majin Ku in the leader slot. We have Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, what I like to call the core of the team. When you're going into standard PvP, you only can use 3 characters at once in a fight. So typically what I like to do is structure my team so where the top 3 characters are who I'm bringing into the fight, and the bottom 3 characters are just providing the stat buffs with their Z abilities. And that's what I like to call the bench of the team. The reason why this is important is because Majin Ku is in the leader slot, we can kind of view this as almost like a Saiyan team, right? If we have Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta here on the team as the core of the team, you can really just put a Saiyan bench character as the last character on this team, and you'll be able to just essentially make a Saiyan team that is also a Daima team. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha. Kind of.
Okay. So if you go into your filter and you go into your character tag section and you click on the top right where it says Saiyan. The only reason why I'm doing this is because it's much more likely that a very early player is going to have access to like decent Saiyan characters. Namek Goku probably on the right.
This one
would have his Saiyan Z ability. Yeah.
Yeah.
26% Saiyan. Yeah. Okay, that's good. So we can put him as the 6th character here. And you notice how when you clicked on you added him to the team, it highlighted some characters.
Yeah.
That will tell you which characters are receiving the Z ability from him.
Okay.
If you go back to the summon screen, actually, there is one more thing I do think we should do. I actually think it probably is worth to summon on this. And the reason why is because this character, not only is he really good, but he is going to be the best bench character in the game to buff Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. And the reason why is because of the Zenkai system. I don't know if I want to go into a ton of detail here about the Zenkai system, but essentially what the Zenkai system is it takes older characters and it sort of gives them tons of buffs. But the most important thing about a Zenkai character is they get something that's called a Zenkai ability. So if you go into the Z power list of this Goku, if you click on show details and you click on display max stats in the bottom left, it'll show him with his Zenkai buff. Okay, so now if you go to the ability on the right, you notice how the top is gold now?
Yeah.
There's something called a Zenkai ability. Look at this. Look how stupid this is. Increases the following stats of characters that are both green and Daima during battle. So if you have Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, who's a green Daima character, from this Goku on the bench, he's going to be getting 40% strike, 35% blast, and then 40% strike defense, 35% blast defense, just from this Goku being on the bench. Now that is with the full Zenkai buff, so there's different stages to Zenkaiing a character, but the first step to having a character Zenkai awakened is they need to be 7 stars. Because of how strong this ability is, and because of this Goku himself is actually pretty good, I think it probably is worth it for us to be summoning on this. And also this is a special type of banner, which gives him extra pull rate too. So I think we should do a few summons on this.
All right.
Actually,
let's do it.
Yeah.
Right now?
So we can jump in here. Yeah.
2 sparkings guaranteed. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, this guy has a 50%. You have a 50% chance of pulling this guy, I believe, is what it is at the end. Oh wow! Yeah, this Bardock animation means you pull a new character, so
yeah,
this is a guaranteed.
This one and Trunks are like the rarest animations, right?
Yep.
What is this video?
Okay. This is looking good. Oh, you got an LF too. Wow. Wow. Okay. This is actually a character that Super Saiyan 4 Goku does have a Zenkai. He's a really good bench character.
That wasn't even what the animation was for, right?
Yeah, that wasn't. Yeah. I think at the end you're gonna get him. Yeah.
You're fighting me.
Yeah.
There he is. Another one?
You're fighting me.
Let's go.
Wow. Yeah, we're doing pretty well on this one. Again, the first step, see where it says privileges for Zenkai Awakening? Collect 1,000 Awakening Z power to awaken and expand the boost board. Then you can receive new abilities and make your characters even stronger. So the boost board is part of the soul boosting system, which again is going to be removed. So this is kind of already outdated by the time you're watching this, most likely. But yeah, know that we now have the ability, because he's 7 stars, to Zenkai Awaken him, which is going to strengthen the team a lot. That Namek Goku is kind of a weak 6th character. If you go back into the character list here, there's 2 characters that are really, really good on here. That Daima Goku, the red one, he's good. And then there's also, even more so than him, Tamagami number 3 is really good. So I think it might be worth potentially going back in here. If you want to do one more rotation, we can. We don't have to. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Let's do it. I mean, I've been saving these free-to-play CC for a while now. We got to use them at some point.
Yeah. You worked very hard for this.
I am a very responsible free-to-play Legends player. Come on. Come on now. You want me to skip these just to kind of go through these faster?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
It depends what the animation is. If the animation is like bad, we can just skip right away.
Just let me know.
Yeah.
You and me.
Oh, this is space is pretty good typically.
Is that a guaranteed sparking? Space?
Space? Nah, space is just.
Oh my god! What?
All right, so this is either Majin Ku or Vegeta, the new character.
Oh my god! The last time I had this kind of luck was Ultra Gogeta, dude.
You better not.
Which one? It's like 50
It was the first one. The first Ultra Gogeta.
Super Gogeta?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is crazy.
Another copy of Majin Ku would be huge right here.
Let's go. You timed that way too perfectly.
I'll grind.
Yeah, this is not pre-recorded.
Prepared.
That's good.
Oh no.
Give me a Vegeta
Other
as
one?
well.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you go-
we're trying to go after that
some
Diamond Goku, so let's focus here. Come on, guys. Give me my proper summon rates.
You can't beat me.
Okay, this one we
That
can skip.
Majin, yeah, you can skip this. That Majin Ku is probably the most beginner-friendly character in the game. You can win matches from just getting hit.
What?
He's really, really stupid. Yeah, he has paralysis, which is probably the most unfair mechanic in the entire game.
Have they ever released a mechanic that is so cheap day one that they unanimously just like decide to dial back how good they are?
They've never nerfed a character in this game. No.
From what you've been saying about this Majin Ku, it feels like this guy should have had one of those like day one nerfs.
You can skip this, by the way. It's small text, which, unless it's a fake out, doesn't mean anything.
Guess I don't have
Man,
a
getting
choice.
Tamagami 3 would be so huge here.
Oh, that's a legendary Goresh
Like it.
special.
One pod.
Yeah,
Green
one
skies,
pod.
Yeah.
This little running gag has permeated in the Dokkan community. I've heard about this a lot.
Yeah. I don't really have the best luck in summoning on this. How many coins do you have? Can you check? After this?
Okay, I'll check after this one. Are hero characters even relevant in this game anymore?
No.
Or even
There's no
extremes
hero
for that
characters
matter?
relevant. Nope. Not really.
I've got actually. How do you check
5.
how many?
Okay.
Oh, I only have 5.
5 it says, yeah. Yeah. So after this we could buy another ticket if we want.
Ooh, 5 pods.
Yeah, but green skies is like the kiss of death usually. I think what we'll do after this is I'll briefly explain equipment, and then that'll probably be good. Oh,
wait.
another one!
We should have seen that one through. Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah, okay, we'll finish
yeah.
out this rotation. We'll do 2 more just because you're gonna get a free one, and then I think we'll be good. I mean, this was a success though. So now what you can do is there's an item called Z Power in this game. It's actually called multi Z Power. Technically, when you're pulling a character, you're not pulling the character, you're pulling the Z Power of that character. So what multi Z Power is it's an item that lets you increase the amount of Z Power a character has. You can actually star characters up without even summoning by using multi Z Power. So because Majin Ku is not a Legends Limited character, he's just a normal Sparking, there are ways to be able to get him more stars without summoning, and that is just by accumulating multi Z Power through different events like raids and different events that they have. So
Could you
don't
stockpile Z power from
Yeah.
like other things and then save it for like a future unit?
yes, you can. Yep.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yep. Yep. The only thing with multi Z Power is you can't multi Z Power a character you don't own. So you're gonna have to
Right.
actually pull them once first, and then you can use them. Yeah. So we'll just. I don't think we're gonna go back in on this banner. So I think we'll just go ahead and pick up a summon ticket.
Yeah, now the account is good, thankfully. Yeah.
Gonna take you down.
All right. Probably nothing, but
Think red. Think red.
yeah. He's actually a really good bench. If LOE ever becomes good. Lineage Wheel ever becomes good. All right. So go back to your team screen. And I think we'll go through the Zenkai system in the 3rd video, just because that's what I have listed out here. But for now, the thing I want to do to probably end this video with, so off screen, I think what we'll do is we'll train up our characters, we'll soul boost our characters, and get the team actually ready here. But if you click on Ku, just one click, yeah, you'll notice that there's no, go back. You'll notice that there's 3 slots on him on the like sort of middle part of the screen.
Right, 1, 2, 3.
If you click on if you click on one of those slots, these are the equipment slots of the character. So there's an equipment system in this game that certainly has a lot of issues, but equipment is a very big part of the game. right away we see a pretty big problem with the system. The fact that Majin Ku, if you actually go into Majin Ku's details, one of the weaknesses of this character, if we go into the details and scroll all the way down, we know, remember that how I explained what tags were earlier. Majin Ku only has one tag, the Daima tag. The way that equipment works in this game is they usually include restrictions on the equipment based on the tags of the characters. And you click on that first slot there, you'll notice that Goku has a lot more equipment options. We're definitely gonna have to work on equipment here, but Goku has way more equipment options than Majin Ku does. And the reason why is if you just click on like this, that like second equip, if you long click on it, it'll give us the details. Scroll all the way down and it'll tell you the equipment conditions. So the equipment conditions for this one, sometimes it'll be specific characters like Goku. And if you back out of this one, scroll down. So this one, you'll notice the tag requirement for this one is Sun Family or Super Warrior. So a lot of times equipment will require you be either a certain character, maybe it'll be a certain element, whether you're blue, purple, red, whatever, or a certain tag like Sun Family or Saiyan or whatever. So because Majin Ku has such little tags, he only has Daima, and there's really not a ton of equips specifically for Daima right now, it might be a little bit tough to get equipment ready for him. That could be an issue, but equipment definitely do have a lot of powerful effects on them. That is a very important aspect to team building in this game. You want to make sure your characters have decent equipment on them, especially the core of your team. So the top 3 characters you're going to be using mostly. You want to make sure they have equipment that are benefiting what they want to do. So if you have a strike character, if you go back into the Super Saiyan 4 Goku for a second and shows details, it'll actually tell you what type of character they are. So you know what? You see where it says melee type? There's 4 types of characters in the game. There's melee, ranged, defense, and support. For melee characters, notice how this Goku has significantly more strike attack than blast attack. That is very typical for a melee type character. And so when you're going to put equipment on this character, you probably want to prioritize equipment that is giving strike attack, not really so much equipment that is giving blast attack. You want to make sure you're focusing on strike because it's playing to the character's strengths. And so you kind of want to look at that to guide you in terms of what equips are going to work well with this character.
How do you know like which equips are best for each character? Is there a way to see?
There is, I believe, like an equipment recommendation button on here, but as you get more familiar with the game and you know what stats mean and how they interact with the characters, you'll figure it out on your own. Okay. So for this guy, it's mostly just going to be like strike equips that also have defense on them. There's a lot of really good Daima equips, but
so it's more important to prioritize attack than defense, because defense is universal, right? Like no matter what character, you want to be building their defense, right?
Yeah, so typically with I guess balanced character, I would call this Super Saiyan 4 Goku a balanced character because he's pretty good offensively and defensively. You can use equips that have a balance of both, because it's not like an equipment is only going to have strike attack and only going to have like stat A or stat B. Typically equips have a mix of stat. So what we can do actually is, if you want to just quickly show this on the screen, if you go back on the top, there's actually an archive that has all the equips in the game that we can look through. There's a lot of equips in the game. It's a lot.
God. 700, over 700.
So you see that one in the middle row? It's the Goku smiling one. Yep. So this one is actually one that came out specifically for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. If you scroll down, the conditions are Sun Family. So every Sun Family character, Goku, Gohan, and Goten can use this. However, if we scroll all the way back up just to take a look at what the effects are in each slot here. Special move damage, 12% slot 1. Slot 2, we have 10% health, which is a really, really big stat. Health on equipment is really strong. Slot 3, we have 20% base strike defense, and then 15% strike attack if the character is tagged Daima, which of course Super Saiyan 4 Goku is. So an equip like this would be really, really good for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. It's giving him blue special move damage, aka blue card damage, HP, strike defense, and then some strike attack. So it's kind of a balanced equip. I think this is a really good equip for him. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I gotcha.
Okay.
I was mainly just looking at everything else and just reading it.
Yeah, so one thing I guess I can also mention is even though there are certain equip conditions, so like, okay, you have to be a Sun Family character to equip this piece of equipment.
Yeah.
Even though that might be the case, sometimes in the slots themselves, like this one, there are extra conditions to get like extra stats. So even though you might be like a Cell Saga Goku and you can equip this equip, you might not be a Daima character, obviously, so you wouldn't be able to get that strike attack buff from slot 3.
Right.
I think we're probably good to stop here. The point of this first video was kind of just to talk about the basics of building a team and starting a new account. So I think right now this is looking like a pretty good starting point for an account. If there's any questions you have, I can answer, but other than that, I think we're good for this first video.
I have a billion questions, but I'm afraid if I ask them, they're going to be very stupid. So I'm just gonna.
It's fine. I mean, well, okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm assuming we're gonna learn all these as we go along because I've got a million questions. Like, these percentages, like how much of this, or like, are these numbers good? What is considered bad? Like, I have very specific, weird questions. I'm a little overwhelmed right now.
Okay, yeah. We can probably address most of this as we go through the other topics. The next video is going to be about the actual basics of the game. There is basics of combat. There's a Trunks training mission or event that we can do, and that will probably give us a good overview of how the game actually works. And I can give supplementary comments on that as we go through it. So that'll be the focus point of the second video here.
Got it, coach.
Yep. All right. I think we're going to cut it there. If you guys have any questions in the comments, let me know. And this is planned to be a pretty long series to come. So buckle in. It's going to be
one question.
adventure.
Do you think by the end of this, I'd have a chance against you?
No.